Hello, I'm Peter Selby. I'm the BrAPI project coordinator, and I'm here to tell you about the growth and successes of the BrAPI project. As public breeding keeps pushing its way into the modern era, we are facing more issues with software and data management. We need more automation of complex breeding processes and less manual data management and busy work for breeders. We need more data sharing and interoperability and less data silos and restricted data access. And we need more shared software and computational resources and less duplicated software development efforts. Manually transferring data from one system or tool to another can take a lot of effort and is prone to human error. In this example of manual data transfer, we can see a user is required to manually export data from the first application, usually into Excel or CSV file. The user is then responsible for transporting this data file from one system to another. This usually involves an external piece of technology, such as email, a shared file system, or even a thumb drive to physically move the data. Finally, the user is required to import this data into the second application. This process can be slow and error-prone. There might be manual edits and format changes, as each export file and import template might be slightly different. We can automate the transfer of data between applications with an API. At the user's request, data can be quickly and safely transferred between applications. BrAPI is a standard API specification for plant breeding data. BrAPI provides a common language that all breeding applications can speak when transferring information. This means we can easily share data between many types of applications to solve many different use cases. Having a common language also means we can share existing tools and computational resources within the community. BrAPI version 2 was released in March of 2020. Here's a high-level map of all the different domains and data structures BrAPI can handle. BrAPI Core deals with organization and trial management. BrAPI Germplasm deals with germplasm and accession management. BrAPI Phenotyping deals with trait and observation data. And BrAPI Genotyping deals with samples, markers, and sequence data. More details on the full specification is available at BrAPI.org. BrAPI is being used to solve many different use cases by many different groups around the world. Here are a few examples being actively developed within the Excellence in Breeding community. With mobile data collection apps like KSU Fieldbook, we can download plot layouts and traits directly from a BrAPI-compatible database into a field device. Then, when data collection in the field is finished, we can upload observation data back into the database. When genotyping, we can automate sample data management between the breeding database and the genotyping lab. When the lab is finished processing the samples, genotype data can be automatically pulled into a genotype database. When performing downstream analysis, data from multiple different sources can be pulled together using BrAPI. Because the analysis engine is using BrAPI standard data structures as input, it can be reused by any breeding program with a BrAPI-compatible database. BRAPs, or BrAPI applications, are small tools and visualizations which can easily be shared and customized. On BrAPI.org, there is a growing library of BRAPs available for anyone in the BrAPI community to add to their breeding system. Each of these use cases allows breeders to focus more on breeding and less on data management. The BrAPI community is the true heart and soul of the BrAPI project. We gather regularly for international hackathons to develop tools and enhance the BrAPI standard. Each hackathon brings a healthy mix of old friends and new faces as new groups are joining the community each year. The BrAPI project started as a very small group in 2015. Since then, the community has grown to over 150 software developers, computational biologists, and breeding scientists from all over the world. BrAPI currently has 34 registered partners and collaborators around the world, with more formally joining the community each year. Each of these groups has contributed their knowledge, time, and resources to making the BrAPI project successful. I'm excited to see what the future holds for the BrAPI project and how big this community will grow.